Just a fair warning, I was like not scripted at all for this video, so like I definitely stutter a lot in places, and I didn't have my microphone on, so I had to use my camera mic, so there was a lot of background noise, so sorry about that. Anyways, enjoy the video.
And spoilers for the Minecraft movie if you give a shit.
Chicken jockey. Oh, yes, brilliant thing, yes. Who the hell brought a live chicken to the movie theater? Hi, it's Toasty. So, yesterday I went to see the Minecraft movie, and I expected something hilariously bad, something I will never forget. What did I get? It was alright. Yeah, it was just alright. Now, one big flaw I do have about the movie is its pacing. It definitely feels like at certain moments they skip scenes. Like, for example, the beginning part. It's like starts so abruptly. It just like jumps you right into the story. It doesn't try to ease you in. It just jumps you in. It just tells you, okay, here's Steve. Here's Hogland. Here's everything. Here's like the entire backstory just crammed into 2 minutes. That's literally the start of the movie, and it just feels so jarring. Another certain parts is that like in the middle of the movie, there are like parts where it feels like they skipped scenes and added unnecessary extra scenes. Like for example, the freaking love story between the assistant principal and this villager. I expected it to actually take up more screen time with the way people described it, but it had like less than 5 minutes throughout the movie and left no impact to its story. So it's like, what even was the point of having that plot line in the first place? And like certain parts were like Garrett's fake out death in the movie, it felt unneeded, especially since like he came back in the end, and like he came back 10 minutes later in the movie, so it's like, why even bother? Yeah, so a big issue, I'm just getting that big issue out of the way. Definitely the pacing is my biggest issue with the movie. Another issue I have is the main character, I guess you could say, Henry. His acting is a little flat at times. Like, he definitely feels like he's just going through the motions, like he's reading a script more than anything. So it just ends up feeling kind of forced, especially during like the fake out death. He feels unemotional. It's just like he's just like, oh, okay, that's a little sad, boo-hoo. Time to move on, I guess. Speaking of actors, Jack Black is Steve. Now, I will say he wasn't as egregious as like in the trailers, because in the trailers all he does is just spew Minecraft references, and luckily in the movie he doesn't just spew Minecraft references, though he does spew a lot of them. This is more times I have used spew in one day than I had like the entire week. Jesus Christ. It isn't just spewing references, but however, he does have a couple unfunny, iffy lines. Like, it's clear that Jack Black isn't playing a character, he's more just playing as himself, which at times is funny, but at the same time, it's a Minecraft movie. You're supposed to like represent Steve as like this main overall knowing protagonist, and like having Jack Black being this all-knowing person just doesn't really work. Especially since, again, even though it isn't all like Minecraft references, he definitely does say like you know, of course we can't forget like Chicken Jockey and stuff like that, but like stuff like fucking that is an ender pearl. Like, he really emphasizes it, and like it's the most unnecessary emphasizing I think I have ever seen in like a movie ever. So that's a big problem. Jason Momoa as this washed up 80s guy doesn't really work for me. because I don't really see Jason Momoa as a washed up person. Like, I can't see him playing that sort of role. Like, and his character can definitely be very obnoxious at times with how, like, he's, like, acting like, oh, I'm big, I'm macho, I'm 80s. And even when he, like, admits that I'm a loser, it feels forced and unnecessary. And just, I don't even need to say any other words. It just feels forced and unnecessary. The two other characters, Henry's sister and the real estate girl, they have like barely anything to do in the movie. Like, I think they took up like at most 10 minutes of screen time. When they get to the overworld, they have like no relevance to the story except for like some throwaway lines where like Henry's like, oh, what about Natalie? And like it's like cutting to Natalie, it's like, oh, what about Henry? And it's like, okay. It's not great at conveying emotion. It definitely feels like big sad scene happens. Okay, let's move on. And even then, the big sad scenes aren't really that sad. They just feel kind of like, oh yeah, this is happening. Oh, boo-hoo. Let's move on with our lives. Another big weird thing I just found kind of was the fact that every single mob except a couple of the Hoglins can talk, which I feel like does not work at all. Like the sorcerer hog, I forgot her name or what Editor Toasty just put it right here. I can't even bother to remember her name. She feels unnecessary to the plot, and like she did not need to talk at all. She could have just been completely silent, and it would have been more menacing, to be honest. And it goes to the same thing for this like general character who is acting like this chill dude bro thing, and he seems to have like a dynamic with Jack Black. I'm not even calling him Steve. I'm just gonna call him Jack Black because that's what his character essentially is. And it's just kind of cringy. Okay. I talked about all of this. What about the plot? It is one of the most generic fantasy plots of all time. Like, we've seen this thing where it's like a group of modern people come to this new world, and there's this like person who's been living in this world for a long time, like, and there's this like evil sorcerer. We've seen all of this before. We've seen that in like hundreds of like family films and stuff like that. So like it offers nothing new to the plot. So like if you take the Minecraft aspect out of it, it's just a generic fantasy movie. That's literally it. You could take out Minecraft and it has nothing. It's basically a worthless movie without the Minecraft stuff. Okay, I complained a lot. What are the positives? Well, I mean, even though that some of the mobs look a little too detailed, some of the visuals do look pretty nice. I do like what the overworld looks like. It's very colorful, very pretty. CG's pretty well done, despite it looking a little too well done. Ugh. And even though I said that Jack Black as Steve doesn't really work, his Steve's Lava Chicken song is stuck in my head it's gonna be stuck in my head for like at least a solid week. And it has like no bearing to the plot. It's like 1 minute long, and it's literally just about Steve making chicken using lava. Like, did you really need a song for that? Okay, wait, positives. Positives. I like Dennis. He's cute. He's a little pupper. Just every generic pupper, so yeah. I don't really know what else to say. There aren't really much positives I can say, but it's still an enjoyable movie. It's definitely a very enjoyable movie to watch and like meme and stuff like that. So even though I gave off all these negatives and I can't give any positives, I would recommend the movie. I would definitely recommend. It's definitely one of those situations where it's like, it's so stupid that like you need to watch it to just fathom its existence. And that's why I love it so much. It's It's great. Overall rating, I would give it a 5 out of 10. It's definitely middle of the road movie wise, but as an overall experience, especially watching it in the theater, it's great. I don't know how to end this video. I would visit Garrett's video game shop. Okay, bye.